We are back with another video, but before we get into the topic, I wanted to give you a quick tip. I did a short on this. In case you didn't see that though, if you are interested in seeing how a player feels in game, dribbling, skill move, shooting, whatever it is, and you just want to test them out, give them a quick run before you purchase them, go into training and you can switch through to the different players just to test them out. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. Now, on to the topic. Just wanted to discuss quickly. The UFL has been responding to different things they're going to change in the game, they're going to add in the game, and I wanted to quickly go over some of those and then discuss some of my ideas just on a general basis because I really want to get your feedback in the comments section and then do a follow-up to this video with more detail, go more in depth of some of these ideas that you would like to see as far as changes in the game, additions you want to make, because some of the best ideas and concepts and stuff that I've seen have came from both comments in my videos as well as comments I've seen under other content creators that cover UFL under their comment section. So please, in the comment section, provide some of the things you want to see added in the game, changed, and we will go over those in more detail. For now, there's one, I guess you could call it, it would fall under menus or just out-of-game topic I want to discuss, which is skins. I'm sick of seeing a library full of skins that I will never use, and I'm sure you are too, right? Whether it's personal skins that, cover players that you'll never get, like I have as well, or skins from series you'll never use, or maybe even you have like the legendary version or a higher version and you don't need the lower common or uncommon, whatever. You don't need the lower versions anymore. They need to make a way that you can trade those in or quick sell, if you want to call it whatever, and get rewarded, right? Instead of those just sitting in your library, knowing you'll never utilize those skins. Not only the ones you won't utilize, but a lot of times you have duplicates. You'll see the skin and the number like 6 below it, and you'll never need 6 common passing skins, whatever. They need to make a way you can get rewarded for those skins. What the rewards would be, how they do that, obviously, they can come up with it, but they need to do something so the skins aren't just sitting there, with no purpose, right? Now, tied to skins, but also tied to in-game experiences, the rewards. We already know they've tried a couple times with Showdown. They still need to improve the rewards. They still need to make skins more accessible, right? Right now, the biggest way to get them is going into the store and purchasing them. And even for someone like me who puts their own money into the game, I can't justify paying that money to get these skins. But they need to make more ways to get those skins. And the rewards are a perfect way to do that, right? Both with the challenges. Right now, they have the challenges. It's a great idea, but they could add the ability to get rewards from those daily and weekly challenges, right? They could add better skin packs for your promotions. Right now, it's just basic packs, and you get like more number of basic packs as you go up in divisions. Why not give away deluxe, grand, whatever the different names are? Go up in the value of packs, not just the number of basic packs, right? And that all ties into the 2 things I want to mainly talk about in this video as far as being able to turn on the game and play in different ways. Right now, it's basically divisions and Showdown. You can go play local, against a random opponent in an unranked match. That's cool. That has a purpose. But the other way you can play right now against AI, for example, is just like a quick match type of situation. They need to make offline modes, which they responded and said they are, but they need to make them where there's rewards. Do the same thing with challenges, but add in offline rewards to whatever these modes are you're going to add. Hopefully packs are a part of that, because the skin packs need to be more accessible. The skin concept is brilliant, but you need to make them more accessible, and from there, once you do that and give a way to trade in your skins you don't use for some kind of value, then the sky's the limit for what you do as far as different skins that you bring into the game. That could be kind of your version of the different promotions that EAFC has. But you got to make these changes, and you got to make these new modes that you add in more rewarding, and it's a great way to do it is add skins into that. Now, the offline modes, not only with rewards, but they need to make it have a purpose too. So, for instance, you could do like an offline showdown where every game you win, you face better and better teams, which would also entail they need to add more difficulty levels because right now it's just what, easy and medium. If you're going to make the offline modes better, you're going to have to add more difficulty. Some players, even myself, I'm rated 18 in the world in the Premier Division. Sometimes I want to turn on the game and practice different formations and just have a relaxed setting and actually still be rewarded though, right? I can turn on and play AI or go to a local like unranked online match, but it's really stale because it's you get no rewards for it, right? And there's no purpose. An offline type of showdown mode or something, some kind of cup, just make whatever you do with the offline modes, make them both rewarding and make them have a purpose, right? And more players will want to play them. Not only that, but we need the same type of thing with a multiplayer mode, okay? Do not do it like EAFC where unless you click this, button in the settings, you can go in as a solo player and face, a multiplayer team. It's got to be a multiplayer mode with its own multiplayer ranks and its own multiplayer rewards. Now the rewards can obviously transfer over to your solo, division, but they should have it, for example, where you have a multiplayer rank, maybe it's platinum, and then solo, maybe you are premier. Not only that, there's so many things they could do as far as you could take the players both teams have and make one team out of it. If you're worried about God squads being created when other teams just don't have the ability to have a top squad and in unfair matches, you could always do something with limitation or put a like certain XP limit or whatever you want to do. The developers can come up with the details. I'm just throwing out ideas. But the more depth you provide to both offline, like, versus AI modes, as well as multiplayer modes, the more players are going to play them, right? Not only depth, but you have to have equal rewards to those modes. Make them rewarding, right? As opposed to right now, there's nothing rewarding about the rewards you get for playing divisions or playing showdown. You don't want to see yourself get promoted to the premier division and you get 6 basic packs and like 10,000 CP or whatever it is. They need to obviously, as we've already talked about, up the rewards in showdown and division promotions. A lot of people haven't hit on that as much as showdown rewards. Both those need to be upped, but learn from that. And when you add both the offline modes against AI as well as a multiplayer mode, which they've already said they're going to add both of those, but make them rewarding and give them a purpose. Like, it can still be a relaxing for fun mode, but you can have some kind of cup or offline showdown or whatever you come up with. But if you do those things, then you can go in to UFL and there's so many different ways you can play, and it's just such a fun game. Once they get rid of these OP mechanics, which are the one thing that are kind of holding players back from having a positive view of this game right now, which is kind of crazy to me considering if they come from EAFC, they should know all about OP mechanics. And not only that, but these OP mechanics can be nerfed out of the game. It's not like the fundamental part of the game, the spacing, the ability to pass, dribble, all that. It's still there. The ability's there. It's just these OP methods are making every player use them because there's such a high percentage chance of success. Once those are out, it's not like the game's just broken at its core like EFC where the spacing is going to be bad, the passing. Once they take those OP mechanics out, you're going to see the variety come back into the forefront as far as different formations to use, different ways to play, how good it feels to be able to have open lanes to dribble and pass and to play these different ways, right? And then once you add in the AI mode, a fun multiplayer mode, then for my personally, I want to see an esport where a world championship, regional cups, so on and so forth are added. Just because I think the way this game is, the ability to create a skill gap in this game through defending and your skill with defending through creating chances and scoring chances, it's just going to be a great esport. It's going to be a great watch, and it's going to have the ability to provide different players that are excellent, but at different ways of playing, right? You might see a great defensive player that sneaks 1-0 wins in all day because he never gives up goals. Another player that scores nonstop. He might give up goals, but he's going to score more than you. There's just so many different ways, so many different formations, so much opportunity for this game, right? So first, add in the offline mode, then add in the multiplayer, or if you want multiplayer, then offline, whatever. Then please start looking at an esport because I can guarantee you the viewership will be there. This game is ridiculously fun to watch if you're a football fan. Just get past the OP mechanics, right? Once those are nerfed out, you will see what I'm talking about, I can assure you. This is the football game to create an esport around, right? This is a football game that is fun to play, multiplayer, and offline as well, and not be bored. Whereas EAFC was like pulling teeth to complete the objectives and squad battles, for instance, just because the game was so broken. UFL is not. They just need to get around these OP mechanics, nerf them out, and then add these different modes, and then work on giving better rewards. All doable things, all things that put them in a great spot to succeed as long as they listen, which so far, the developers, strikers, they showed that they are going to listen to the feedback from their player base. So I'm excited. Once again, I hope you are. Leave your comments in the comment section what you want to see added, change. Do you agree with some of these things I'm saying? Do you disagree? I want to see it all, and we will do a follow-up video in more detail. So until then, keep grinding, have fun. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.